When I hand out like a man.
Act 1, the Divergence.
Yeah, there's gonna be an Act 2 Divergence, and there's gonna be an Act 3 Divergence, probably.
Yes, but what about Act 4 Divergence?
Sure.
Oh!
However many acts there are probably gonna be choices of where to go next for all of them.
Announcements. It was announcements.
Well, no, isn't
There you
it?
go, so the
Act
screen
1
is
is the Divergence, and then Act 2 is the Insurgents, and then Act 3 is the Allegiance.
Hey, listen.
No.
I don't get this as a reference.
There's a book series where the first one's Divergent. They made movies about it like 10 years ago.
Yeah, those movies, yeah, they're
They're bad. They're bad. They're white.
Yeah. Not the always.
Okay, I'm on the 20. Alright. Change my name. Monica, Pennsylvania.
I've suddenly gotten really cold.
Lucky.
Ah, that's me stealing your warmth.
Oh, I want it back.
Did you do that? You live in
Shame.
You
California.
want to steal warmth in this weather? Okay.
In this economy.
Chris, go on, steal mine too, please.
Yes, steal mine, yeah.
It's not that I desire it, I just want her to suffer.
Bitch.
Oh my god. Chris, you okay?
Blink twice if yes.
I'm blinking furiously. You can't really see, but like...
See, that's at least twice, therefore she's fine.
Oh.
So,
Oh.
have at it then. I'm not casting any votes. But,
Oh, okay.
yeah, I'm not voting.
Where do you see this?
Yeah, what we...
Announcements. There's the
I
Divergence
swear to
documents.
God, if you guys haven't read the Divergence document, I will actually go to your house and gouge your eyes out.
No, I have read it.
Yeah, the original handout. Yeah, I've seen that, yeah.
So, we just have to open
Okay,
a discussion about it now.
but vote. That might be a hard concept for you non-Americans, but voting is a thing you can do.
No, I thought you meant like there was something to vote on. I was like, what, where? What website?
Yeah, we're
that's
voting
my
on
confusion.
where next to go.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, like I think I
last
had a
week,
poll or something set up. I was like, oh my god, that's fancy.
last week I had I think I had voiced that I was thinking of going to the Mentor League. I think I said that was my favorite choice. I'm changing my vote, or I guess I hadn't really voted at the time. I'm voting for Dream Rampant now. Dream Rampant and
Really?
Yeah.
I will interject one thing for your guys' consideration.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I told a couple of you already as a heads up. You guys, in acknowledgement of your player agency / me being weak-willed, I guess, I don't know. You guys can try to convince your NPCs to change their course. Some of them are way easier than others. Not saying it's an easy thing to convince them to change course, but I will acknowledge your player agency in trying to do so. And maybe it'll succeed. I don't know. I think it depends on which course you're trying to pull them to.
Right.
But yeah, so that will be something that happens in game when you guys have the discussion in game. But right now we're deciding votes. Out again.
Stay resolute in my vote for now.
Yep. So
You want to
your
go
vote
about
Dream
why?
Rampant.
Dream Rampant, yes. Oh, why?
Yeah. Curious.
Let's save the why for after we've all voted. Because then we can change votes as needed. I don't want anyone being influenced just yet. You know what I mean? I want to know where everyone stands first.
That's fair.
Here, drop your guys' votes in the pitch general chat, and you can edit that vote
Oh, okay.
as that way. Like you actually are you have one vote, and it's locked in what it is.
I was gonna make a little tab.
Oh, locked
That
in. You can
works
still
too.
edit it, but
Right.
it is recorded.
Here and then.
Oh, that's not supposed to be all caps.
My
My vote.
My
The only vote that matters.
what so far?
remember off the top of my head. I probably should have asked this sooner, actually. Red said that the Master of Ceremonies had gone to Eulonia, had left, and she was going to Eulonia?
No.
No.
She's
Where was she
going
going? We're going east, northeast. Right.
Not that it matters much, anyways. You guys are playing as Poison's characters.
Yeah, I can show interest in where the information might be useful as a player. One, two, three. BMO. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. BMO starts typing in the request thing. I vote for Eulonia. Actually, I want Vittori.
I vote for Erudicio. Okay, Bimo. Thank you.
Okay, Bimo.
I vote for the bottom of the ocean.
If you guys go to the Ventori League or Eulonia, Erudicio will be more likely an option for the next section.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Proximity and also
That's how
overlap.
geography works, yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
it's pretty close to a clean sweep. Ventori League.
Interesting.
That makes a difference, but man, spell words.
That matters. Your vote matters.
Yeah. Well, that's why I didn't just stop at. Well, it doesn't matter what I vote.
All right.
Yeah.
So we've
Interesting.
got half the party voting for Eulonia.
Mm.
Why? No.
I mean, yeah, that is the question.
That was gonna be my question. What's everyone's reasoning behind their votes? I'm curious. Because that opens up the discussion for people possibly changing votes. I technically have 2, but I've decided on
Right.
one for now.
I want to.
Yeah, because I've got 2 as well.
Since you guys already
I
have
was torn
majority.
between 2.
yeah, me as well.
Yeah, it seems a very common.
You
thing.
only get
The
one
one I was
vote.
torn between is the majority right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So people that voted Eulonia, I need to know your
you
reasoning,
hate him.
so I know how best to convince you to vote for my thing.
At least he's upfront about it.
I mean, yeah.
Don't all go.
Well, don't all go at once.
No.
I'm open to bribes to change my vote.
Oh my god.
Oh, me too, by the way, me too.
Separation of
But, like,
character and player. Separate. You're not a goblin in real life.
I will give
no,
you
I
one
mean,
crisp
like, I
high
would take
five.
breaks in real life if you convince me to change your vote. So,
Yeah, but that's very goblin behavior is what Crash is saying.
You know what?
Yeah.
Cop. Here's my argument to you. Please.
Please
Please.
That's a good argument.
let him get his girlfriend
Pretty
back.
good one.
Please.
Hmm?
I mean, I feel Fred's is fairly self-explanatory. It's Eulonia. It's his whole shtick. Well, his character.
As well, Caradoc.
Yes and no. For Caradoc, absolutely. He wants to, there's the stuff he wants to do there. But for as to why I want to go there, tournaments, lifelong passion of mine. I love those things. Been to
Ooh,
a
okay.
couple in real life. They're a blast.
oh, okay.
The combat to vibe ratio here, sweet spot for me personally.
It's a combat to vibe.
Yeah, the you know the low, high, low classic.
Right. That good old
And also
classic
the
Dinda vibe.
premise sounds like a really good time.
Yeah,
Also,
It is
the
interesting.
disciple of the voice of valor. That's really cool. Just saying.
That's intense. That's an intense name.
The voice of Valor is Eulonia's hero.
I gotta say, I have pretty similar reasoning to you, Fred.
Yeah.
I have my own other reasons that I actually am not going to divulge right now, but Crash knows.
Also, libraries.
Oh, library.
Oh my god, the libraries.
But the combat to vibe ratio is also pretty appealing for me. The other one that I'm torn in between is that one and the Ventori League. But that one kind of, because I'm not very good at politics, both in and out of character, like as a player, and my character's not really the best for it anyway. I just want to meet Sonya, Lady Shiv Sonya. So the more I think about it, the more I'm pretty set in Eulonia, because again, it seems interesting, seems neat, and the ratio there is nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was like a big part for me as well. I like the ratio. It's good. Because my other choice is the Ventori League, and the politics is a bit too high for me as well.
Which is ironic, because that's
Hi,
like
it's not gonna
the
be-
perfect spot for you, specifically, for your character.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, no, because like I do want to do the Ventori League, but I don't know how useful it's going to be for, Roma at the moment anyway. So maybe do that, get some street cred, and then head over or something. Perhaps.
I mean, that was one of the proposed solutions to the problem, was to go to Lady Sonya and hope that if we get in good enough with her, that she would defend us from.
Yeah, I will say,
your
like,
guy.
fame across countries is very rare or non-existent.
Okay, we'll experience them. We'll call it experience.
Yeah, like the heroes that are known across the realms are very famous because they are one of the few people in history that are known across borders.
Right.
Yeah.
Because
So
they
just 'cause you
saved
guys
the
get
planet
some
from the
clout
sounds of
Eulonia
it.
doesn't mean any of that will transfer over to the Ventori League.
Mm-hmm.
It comes off similar to, like, if you were, like, in the military in Germany, then moved to America or something. I was like, I served in this thing. It's like, cool. Then serve in America.
We don't care.
No convention discount.
Yeah. But it was sort of, that part, and then also, like, I just kind of like the idea of, like, the, what Fred was talking about with it.
Everybody
That's
likes
really
a
cool.
good jousting tournament.
Yeah, I mean, come on, it'd be cool.
I mean, you guys aren't participating in it, but
Doesn't mean it's not gonna be cool. But yeah.
Right. My reason for going to the Dream Rampant is, obvious. It's where both I and my character are most invested. Between the two NPCs that I am most invested in, sort of going in that direction, or already having been in that direction. Well, I also like the idea of going through the free realms on the way to the Dream Rampant. I think seeing the different sorts of towns and villages that a Crash can cook up on the way there, I think there's a lot of opportunity there for fun roleplay sessions, or just for little side missions to go on the way to our end goal.
Right, because here to Eulonia probably doesn't have a ton, or else we would have probably been evacuating people to those locations, right?
I think just so far off and away from where
Location was.
Valkestra was.
yeah, because Velcaster is pretty close. Like, Velcaster was the town to go to from here to Eulonia.
Hey, we can stop back in, guys.
I mean, you could, yeah.
I do like
The sandwich prices around.
the overarching premise of Eulonia. It's just that one thing that I keep coming back to that sort of kills my interest. Not really kills my interest, but which makes it less appealing to me than the other two options is the opportunity low. Crash has said before that since most of us, save for one, aren't Eulonian, and therefore aren't a part of any Eulonian cast, in terms of what we're able to do and or get away with, or what business we're able to conduct there, is going to be limited. If we go to a tournament, a tourney or a joust, we're probably going to get nosebleed seats. We won't be able to. We would really just be sitting in bleachers, having Crash explain to us what is happening in the joust. Maybe get some peanuts or something.
I can
don't
tell
know.
you guys, it's not a spoiler or anything, it wouldn't be that.
Yeah,
it wouldn't be
no,
that
I'm-
far out, but
I'm
it's
spreading
gonna be
misinformation in order to try and get them.
Yeah, the situation would actually kind of suck.
To rain on your crusade, my bad.
You almost had me convinced until you spoke up.
Oh yeah,
I mean-
like
Gosh.
No,
Crusade,
Alec
that's all we have
Alec
to
is
say,
right.
fam.
Alec is right. No, he's right. It's gonna be that bad.
Actually, we won't even be allowed in.
I do like the high social and the high role play, and I do like how Crash. I don't know remember if you said it in person or if you put it somewhere here in the doc where you mentioned sort of. But be advised that the combats that do happen will be on a more grander scale. All the better for everyone to go all out, and I do like that. I do.
Yeah, it'll be
that
very,
was
very,
one part that stood out to me.
yeah, very Nova combats.
Mhm.
Like you go all out, go big,
Not
go
like
home.
Nova.
But in terms of what we stand to gain from going there, narratively speaking, I mean, yeah, no, I'm still set on the Dream Rampant. So much so that I was, I said this before. I was willing to just retire Falk, at least for the time being, just so he can go in the direction of the Dream Rampant, which I don't think I'll do anymore. But yeah, that is where his heart lies.
Maybe you can find a better answer. Huh?
What?
In Eulonia.
Oh shit!
You could find a better answer in Eulonia, but you can also find libraries in the Ventori League. So to those of you that want libraries, it's like, well, Eulonia didn't invent libraries, so.
Oh shit, dude!
Where are we even going?
Everywhere, everyone
Yeah,
exploded.
that's part of the
different
discussion now, isn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my reason for Dream Rampant. What about you, Garth?
Hold on. Garth realized that his Jin token was not updated for the last forever. So, I mean, like, Jin would want to go to Dream Rampant because Dream Rampant and also wants to help Mina and also fucking Mushroom Girl. What is her name?
Arena?
Irina. Thank you.
Correct.
And I am also invested in all of those things. Mostly Mina and Irina. The Dream Rampant is cool, and I think there's some cool shit that can happen there. Which is why I lean towards that. Eulonia was my secondary pick. For very similar reasons to everyone else. The Joust thing sounds cool. I personally really like the vibe section the most of the different descriptors that we got. Because classical to me... When you say classical, do you mean like classical like D&D or like classical like medieval Europe kind of thing?
D&D.
D&D. Yeah, I dig that. I like good old-fashioned Season 1 Dungeons & Dragons kind of thing. That's why it was like the secondary pick. But Dream Rampant won out because I have more vested interest from a character. Because they were both kind of tied for me as a player. And then Ventori League is like, that sounds like it's mostly political stuff, and I just don't think I would have the most fun with that. So I was like,
I told this
last.
to Nina the other day. You guys don't have to be political in the Ventori League because you have a noble patron. So your politics, by default, is just her politics. Right? You're not... If you have your own political bias or input, you could sabotage her, set up alliances without her knowledge, or with her knowledge, whatever, right? But if you guys don't want to be political in the Ventori League, it's not necessarily forced on you. It's just that, you if you start complaining, it's like, man, I fucking hate doing this shit. I'm like, oh, it sounds like you have input on the political matters, almost as if you're political yourself. Oh, then you're solving your own problem at that rate, right? So just keep that in mind. Like, you guys don't have to be political in the Ventori League. It's just a political setting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It still seems like it's...
my vote a little bit on that end then, but...
Yeah. It still comes off as it's probably more steeped in it than the other ones, and like I said, I don't know.
I
can have opinions on
guarantee
things,
you,
but I
without
don't.
spoiling anything for all of them, they are all political in some way. Right? That's why it's not politics none. but it's just the manner in which the politics happen are a bit different, right? Eulonian politics are as much more courteous and respectful, and you take people at face value, but there's still politics, right? There's still this circumnavigation of how do we address both your wants and desires and agendas in a compromising way, versus the Ventorian League, like, oh, I would love to help you. All right, so how do we assassinate them?
Yeah, that's the part that I wouldn't.
But then you
super
also
beef
meet
on
people
Calvary.
who are also not political players who are like, I want this. Is he lying? I don't think he's lying. But what if he's just a really good liar? What if he's not a liar at all? I don't know. And the Dream Ramp, I'm not gonna tell you what their politics are like. That's spoilers.
I guess after discussing it, the one thing that's putting me off now from the Dream Rampant and changing my vote is, I guess I worry about how clever I'm going to have to be. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
you're gonna have to interact with like fey bullshittery levels of stuff.
Because it's nice. It's nice to feel witty, clever, what have you, right? Like, it's like, yes, fuck yeah, I figured it out, or I know what to do, but I don't know.
Yeah,
I feel like I don't always bring that energy.
It's like, yeah, it doesn't come up. You're just like, okay. I'll slink into the background now.
Yeah, I don't always bring that energy, so I just worry, I guess, about that at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I can't see. To be honest, I'm not that interested in going to the Dream Rampant, so it's probably not my vote, really. But
Sure, you can have an opinion.
yeah,
You could be wrong. I'm kidding.
okay.
Very political of you, Kirsty.
You know what? Yeah, fuck you. I would change my vote to Ventori League just to spite you. No.
That being
That's
said,
rather
I
Yes, join me.
that all being said, I am kind of going towards Dream Rampant now.
Oh,
No.
traitor.
Actually, that was a point. Hey,
So
why'd you
far, with
pick
everything
Ventori
being
League?
said, I'm leaning more towards Eulonia.
Okay, so we're getting more.
I
definitive
originally-
too.
I
Oh, wait,
originally
no,
chose the
wrong.
Mentori League because I love the exploration and opportunity. High. I like that. But Eulonia, I really want to see where Caradox's from.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a lot more calm and peaceful than you're anticipating.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I just
I
like the
don't
whole attack, that would be-
just like don't anticipate
I don't like
dragons
heavy
flying around.
combat, and I
Yeah.
don't like low combat. That good medium ground combat's for me
Mhm.
most of the time.
I love low
Yeah,
combat, but
I like a good mix.
Yeah, I do as well.
Variants allowed into the equation. I'll call it up or down a tier.
yeah.
In a combination, both in reason.
Yeah. I mean, I like interesting fights where it's not just straight up just like fight the bad guy when there's like, weird bits and pieces involved and stuff. That's cool.
Yeah, having just a
Yeah, that-
slugfest isn't as interesting as.
Yeah,
like,
you're not
oh.
gonna like Eulonian combat then.
Well, no, but
I throw my gauntlet at your feet, knave.
I stab you in your exposed hand.
I can take him.
didn't understand what
You
you
got
said, but I'm offended. I'm gonna bomb at you.
So, need not. You
Yeah.
switch your vote to Dream Rampant, and then
I'm
Okay.
thinking, yeah, maybe.
because either you do and it's a tie now, or you don't, and then Eulonia wins. Because Cops
Join
joined.
us.
Wait, can there be a tie?
You're the
deciding
Wait,
vote.
The
wait,
six
can
of
there be a tie? Oh fuck!
6 of us.
Yeah, it's only 6 of
Yeah.
us.
And I can't use the NPCs as a tiebreaker because they're
You're
all.
talking about
voting.
out of
yeah,
game.
they're all got their separate, yeah.
I'll
way
be
just make out rock, paper, scissors?
I'll be the tiebreaker if it does come to that. As weird as that has to
Yeah.
be. We've cleared through all the phases of this should be the tiebreaker for us.
I'll just shoot Alec in the foot and just change to Ventori League there.
It's okay. You can edit your message. And then need not. You second Eulonia.
It's cold.
No, I've changed it. I said no. Yeah, I edited my
No.
vote.
We have Dream, Lonia, Dream. Thank you for that.
Well then,
Oh.
here's a major upset.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
changing my vote to Elonia.
Motherfucker! Why do you cause problems on purpose?
Do it.
Okay, so what does that put the votes at?
It'd be 42.
Yeah.
For Elonia.
Okay, so why did you change?
I am curious.
Yeah, that's
Because of the classic vibe.
yeah.
I am kind of itching for a little classical adventure. I
Good
think.
old classic Rick and Morty adventure.
Can you bring us to the? Oh, we're on the map. So Eulonia does border the Dream Rampant. It looks like.
Yes,
Yeah,
they
the
actually have
southern
an
part.
active conflict zone along this stretch here.
Mhm.
Well, I
Yeah,
call it
it was
conflict
mentioned.
zone. Is constantly fighting and burning stuff down a conflict zone? I don't know. More like a DMZ? I don't know.
Yeah.
So that, paired with the fact that I think it'd be easier to convince Mina and Fayez to come with us than it would be to convince Eva to come with us to either Ventori League or Dream Rampant. It'd probably be easier to convince her to come to the Ventori League, given Falk's business there. But besides the point, I still think it would be easier to convince those two to come with us to the Eulonia than.
As the votes are finalized, I can give you guys a bit of an insight as to how the DCs for convincing NPCs. Not the exact number, right? But
NPDCs.
Eva going to the Dream Rampant is like very hard
Mhm.
because she has no business there. She can do some wet work in the Ventori League, but her main goal is Eulonia. Makes sense, right?
Right.
Fayez just needs to get to Erudicio / like where the Ash Wardens have their HQ, which is up here in the north. I'm not gonna tell you where though.
Oh,
So he
So
can technically
Dream
go
Rampant is
either
nothing.
direction. But yeah,
Dream Rampant is going away from it.
but Dream Rampant for him is literally the opposite direction. Right.
And then
So-
Mina's lost to the world.
Mina's lost to the world, so she technically is open to going to anything, but she would feel bad about not going to go get Irina.
Right.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, how strong are her convictions right now?
And that's another thing here is between Dream Rampant or Eulonia, even if we pick the Dream Rampant, we're at the Greenex, right?
Yeah.
You guys would be traveling like this essentially through it.
Yeah,
Or to
so traveling through the free realms would be quicker than going to Eulonia and then going like that. This
Well,
is just
yeah, your guys' adventures into Eulonia will be like you'll go north in Eulonia. You will not be going south.
right. It is a detour, but I think we could still spin it as this is just a stop on the way to get Irina.
You
I was gonna say it's not like
Yeah,
people
very
are
long-winded
out of
stop.
getting her forever at
I
this
think
point.
that's how Falk's gonna rationalize it to himself as well.
You
Copium.
can take a ship down from northern Eulonia towards the southern coast.
Sort of.
Sort of. Okay.
You're gonna if you're going from the Eulonia through like Foluin, you're landing somewhere in the Prince of Confederacy.
And then
Maybe a
moving
couple
north.
towns in the Rustead. No one's touching landfall here.
Where's like the
That shit's-
closest? Where's the
that
closest
shit?
to like
No.
down here then? Would be like
A port?
yeah.
Yeah, around there.
Which at that point it's like
you-
it saves you maybe a day.
This
Dude,
isn't where you guys
go
are
like-
going in Eulonia.
Well, no, I'm
Could you
saying
go like
like
that?
getting a port like up here or something down to there wouldn't be that.
Yeah. You guys are basically going right here.
I
Or
imagine traveling through Eulonia, and I'm sure Kira can attest or detest to this. I don't know. I imagine traveling through Eulonia is safer than traveling through the free realms.
Man, like you mentally.
I would hope
You can
so.
travel at night,
Yeah.
and you don't have to worry about aberrations, aberrants, or bandits. To be a bandit in Eulonia is like basically consigning your death warrant. Because now you're like the fucking first step, and many people that want to be knights or are knights looking to earn glory, and you have just put yourself as the antagonist in their long epic adventure. So yeah, there are no bandits in Eulonia, so you guys can travel through Eulonia very quickly. Well, not like instantaneous like Nova, but without hassle. And to a certain degree, the Ventori League as well. That's because to travel through the Ventori League, you sail. You just sail. That's it. All the towns, all the cities in the Ventori League, all the major cities rather, are on the coast of the Chrysanthos Sea. So in that regard, it's sort of easy to travel too. Although it's a bit spooky at night when you're on the water. Ooh. Yeah, it's we don't talk about it. So,
well, by all accounts, I'm not complaining about Eulonia winning.
Definitely not, no.
Okay, so are these final votes?
Yeah, that's Cope, Dream Rampant loser.
Motherfucker.
There's no winning with this, huh?
No.
You're the one who changed your vote.
I don't know what you're
That's
talking
both
about.
of you.
Garth, kudos for sticking to your guns throughout the whole ride. Not changing your vote.